Hey everyone, and welcome to our Clips and Highlights channel. If you want to keep up with everything Kyle and I have going on, make sure you subscribe to the main Grinding Gear YouTube channel, which is where we actually do these streams. That's right, we stream right here on YouTube. Oh, and sub to the Grinding Gear podcast. Apple, Google, Spotify, really any podcast platform. We're probably there. Thanks.
Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. That's right, it's
Happy
Tuesday.
MS Tuesday.
MS Tuesday has a good ring to it.
MS Tuesday, kind of. I mean, it's not a Q, but there's no day of the week that starts with a Q or a K sound.
Q. Yeah, I think it works.
Q. Two and Q rhyme.
Yeah.
So that helps.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Where were we?
We'll see.
Wait, didn't we go in a cave? Or yes,
Yes.
I think we got to go back in the cave.
We were spying on Aaronville. I always want to say Arenval, but I think it's Aaronville.
Yeah, Aaronville, the Ville of Aarons.
The character everyone loses their shit over, and I'm fairly certain they're gonna turn out to be like a murderer or something.
I was thinking the opposite. That man, yeah, everyone loves them. They must be just an amazing person. But maybe with the Emmett fan art, I need to recognize that some people.
Where are you going?
Don't we need to go in the cave, or did we already go in the cave,
bro?
Oh, okay, we're already here.
In the cave.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh shit! How do we get down there?
We already boxed the
where we're
straps.
going.
I think we can probably just jump down.
That's what I thought, and no, we can't.
Oh, is there
a way through
there?
here?
Was it? Where was that?
Did we talk to the lift operator? Is that easy?
Jack
lift
off,
is unavailable. The lift is unavailable, but I just saw someone use it. Spoilers!
Eventually you're able to. I'm sure when we're all friends again. I think we got to find the cave again. I think we got to go down the path and through the little cave.
Use the cave. All right, wait for me. Hold on.
Okay, I'll wait for you at the bridge.
I'm a big dummy.
Because my memory is infallible, as we all know.
Yeah,
we get trapped in the wall.
No, because that's why we can't jump off the cliff. Is because invisible walls. They bum me out.
Well, here in this particular story, right, we're looking for the lift, and if they didn't have an invisible wall there, we could jump down, and the whole gotta find a way down sort of conversation wouldn't have worked out.
Just have a potato person come out and kick me when I get too close to the wall. Theme it a little.
Oh,
theme it a little, please.
Perfect. I believe this is the cave on your left.
Do you have a follow-up to that, or are you just gonna yell, "Oh yeah, perfect" to me?
You get kicked by a Lalafell, yeah.
Kyle, I think you're going the wrong way.
Is this not the right way?
Yeah, that is an uncovered part of my map.
Oh yeah, that is a new cave. Huh.
Kyle's hair is school picture ready.
It is a bit cleaned up, yes.
Alana, thank you for the first super chat ever. Zelda sounds like our cat Moonbrita. On the 4th of July, she kept trying to attack the noise that was scaring her brothers, Gabu and Emmett. So, oh my god. I'm noticing a theme, Alana. I'm noticing a theme.
I think Emmett Selk might be one of the best cat names ever, and I am eager to use it.
I love that, its full name, it's not just Emmett.
Yeah. Well, just like my cat Carthonassi. You call them by their full name. Show respect.
Only when they're in trouble around here. I don't think I've ever once yelled Dexter Morgan to my cat. It's just Dexter.
Honestly, I call most people around this house Mr. Mister. Because when I get pissed, you get missed. I've engaged Yustola. She says.
Yustola has been engaged. Congratulations on your nuptials.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The white lace the whole way.
Oh my god.
Hold on a moment.
Let it go.
I have an idea. Oh, that's a cool shot. If memory serves, that colossal wall-like structure is Logistin Beta, one of the Labyrinthios climate control centers.
Logisticon.
Oh, my favorite transformer. It should have its own lifts, with which one could access the upper and lower tiers. If I were an agent of the forum, it would make for a convenient meeting place. But even if we happen to find Aaronville in company of said agent, we cannot expect them to reveal issues of importance as we nonchalantly stroll past. Nay, we shall have to remain undetected.
If only Graha and his vanish spell were here.
Oh, but there are other ways to turn invisible. Hippity hop, my little toads.
Oh, what is happening?
Turn everybody to toads.
Hang on, I always have my echo on. Okay. Goodness!
Unaccustomed to transfiguration? Worry not. It will wear off with the passage of time. I suggest you and your green companions hop along and catch up with the Erinville. Should you feel the magics fading, return to me and I will refresh the enchantment.
And what am I to do in the meantime?
Wait here with me. In your current state of mind, you'd be as likely to leap into the jaws of a predator as you would to learn anything of note. Which reminds me, where are the creatures hereabouts? In that form, you are essentially defenseless.
You have changed into a toad. You must remain transfigured in order to progress with quest objectives. You will return from your transfigured status if you move too far away. Look to your map for the transfiguration's area of effect. Speak with Y'shtola to restore or prolong the transfiguration.
That's a nice ribbit.
I tried. Damn it, Kyle. If only we hadn't got a fan fest, I wouldn't have been spoiled on this extremely specific turn of events.
Oh, they're gonna know about the toad. Actually, that would be rather adorable if a bunch of people were dressed as toads, but
Dressed as toads.
it sadly did not happen.
Following Y'shtola around, that actually would be a really cute like group costume idea.
Alpha no toad says.
These guys look remarkably like the tree frogs I always find over the door to my back deck.
Yeah, one landed on my sister once.
Oh yeah, that's the number one reason I get scared by an animal in Florida is opening a door and a frog falls on your head or hair. Happens way more often.
So, Mr.
than you
Voice
might
Actor,
think.
how
Yeah.
deep can you go? Can you do an Alphano ribbiting?
I can ribbit, or I can try and talk in a deep voice. I can't do, but my ribbit is inward. I breathe in when I go.
Reverse breathing, according to Tenacious D.
And now I'm always talking and I'm always fucking thinking. 'Cause I'm never I'm always fucking thinking. This is why we're friends.
This is why we're friends.
This is
We
why we're
diverge,
friends.
but we always come back together. And I'll just do it
Super
again.
Side
No?
Swiper with a let's go Alley Toad and Alfie Toad.
Oh, nice,
That's
nice.
good. That's good. I hope you came up with that. If you didn't, honestly, that's a great joke. All right.
All right.
Alphino is kind of fancy, but now he's a frog. I can't do it.
No?
We're just gonna.
You could. I mean, you could rib it. You know. I know. Like, it's not as
Oh,
accurate.
I don't have to, because it's just. Alpha Toad and Alley Toad. Oh my God!
there
It's
it is,
in-game!
official.
Are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave your quest companion behind. Yeah, we know how this works. Oh,
yeah, it's brand new. You know, it's brand new.
It's Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah.
Pika Pika. Except it's Ribbit.
Can you dance? All right.
Can we dance?
No, there's no exclusive frog dance.
We can dance if we want to.
Oh wow, look at this giant blast on our mini map.
Blast?
Yeah, look at the map. There's like a giant triangle or rectangle.
Kyle does shapes.
And that's sides. It's fine.
All shapes have sides.
Well, trapezoid, right? That's the safe one because everything's a trapezoid, right?
I don't think a circle is a trapezoid.
That's true. But now we're in a circle, so it all works out.
Is it that points dictate a trapezoid? It has to have points because the circle doesn't have points.
Parallel lines. That's a parallelogram.
I actually did quite well in geometry, but I don't remember any of it.
I do have a calculator in my pocket now, so I'm good.
Lying ass millennial teachers.
Right. Didn't know.
Teachers of millennials, I guess. I guess it would be Gen X and Boomer teachers.
I had some weird teachers growing up, man.
I mean, I think we all did. I also had some pretty rad teachers.
confirming ribbits.
Oh, we've got a scholar up ahead. Oh, I would not have pegged this as a voice acted cutscene.
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory.
I'll see you at work.
We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work.
I'm ready. I love his pack. I want that pack.
I do too.
They should make it a shield for paladins.
So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Sharlayan scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
You're too pretty to be taken seriously.
In an age long past, Sharlayan was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
I like his built-in peasant blocker.
Then I will do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the Forum.
Okay, that was a nice balancing act. Wasn't full mustache twirling. Yeah, looking a little suspicious there, everybody. The guy who knows every creature in this whole place.
Yes!
Quick, everybody, do something like toads do.
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full.
Phil ain't
While
gonna
I
get
do
caught
have my
sleeping.
reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart.
Now do a wide shot
Which
of
is
someone
why I'm
watching Ernville
reassured
talk
that
to
you're
frogs.
busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
With the fireworks.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
All right, I like Ernville.
Yep.
That was cute.
Well, they did. I like that they didn't make the Forum dude entirely mustache twirling. But I loved costuming in college. I thought costuming was one of the more interesting classes I ever took. There's so much subtext and subtlety in something like a veil.
It's a built-in peasant blocker.
Yeah, yeah, but it's
great.
not, it's not full-blown facial block. So, you're still communicative, but it's definitely saying you're sort of filthy, and I do not wish to look directly upon you. I'm above you, but not like super evil way, but mostly evil ways.
So, Ricardo, thank you for the super. I believe technically it's the Warrior of Light's second voiced line. Because we get that voice line with in was it the end of 5.0.
All right, if we're being
When-
technical, would a shush be a voice line?
No, but I'm talking about when shit.
Yeah, you're talking about Ardbert, where
when Ardbert
Yeah.
speaks through us.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would say those are both iffy, right?
I think they're both technically the
Yeah.
Warrior Blade speaking.
Which I would include the shush then. So we've had 3. If that even made noise. I don't remember. Maybe I made noise in my head.
I can't think of the shush that you're referencing.
It was when we were with the little boy at the end of Shadowbringers, and they were like, "How did you do it?" or something like that, and you're like,
I don't think we make a noise.
"Did not make noise. It was
No,
silent
I don't
shush."
believe it
Okay.
makes. I don't believe it makes a noise.
Creepy.
I suppose we should have known a gleaner who specializes in animal procurement would not be so. Putting a burp. Would not be so easily deceived. Yet he seemed inclined to put his trust in us all the same. More importantly, perhaps, we've discovered a new piece of the puzzle. This momentous duty the forum agent mentioned. Charlayan has been called to action, and the Talavarroy's declaration was the catalyst. Whatever charge it is they hope to fulfill, they deem it of sufficient import to disrupt all of Labyrinthos, not to mention ignore Eosia's request for aid.
That was a big sentence. Well done.
Oh my god.
That was a rough one, Alfie, but you made it.
Hanging out with Oriange over here. Diet Oriange. Elze says.
What is this song?
We getting a scene? We getting a scene? We getting a scene in the spiral room?
Apparently, yeah. Meanwhile, in the forum. What duty could warrant the direct involvement of the forum and the commitment of all its resources? Judging by what we just heard, none of the gleaners were offered any kind of explanation. At this point, it seems abundantly clear that we'll learn nothing new by pressing them further. We should check back with Y'shtola and Krile for a moment, see what they think of this. If they knock out Krile, I'm gonna be a little upset.
Kryle's already been taken out of duty for an entire expansion once.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
Well,
we had
most of an
Shadowbringers
expansion.
outages and Stormblood outages, but, you know, I feel like we're just getting to know Krile, even though we met her in Heaven's Ward. Very much been a side character, side scion.
Yeah, well, she got kidnapped in Stormblood, and then
Yeah.
she wasn't around for Shadowbringers.
Yeah, I mean, dude, performed important roles and stuff with the orb and getting everybody back and taking care of everybody. I'd like to kick it with them for a little longer if they're gonna pull that plot line with the flowers.
Krile is just the life support potato. How dare you?
I mean, it was a lot of vigilance, one could say. Welcome back. I trust you found Erinville then. Interesting. I had a feeling you would learn something important, even if that something was simply a confirmation that no one knows much of anything. We should share this with Krile. Where'd she go? Then discuss how we'd like to proceed. Assuming we find her back at the farm, she was behaving oddly, so I bade her return and rest there. Perhaps not the best decision in hindsight. Would you mind checking near those flowers she was so entranced by? The rest of us can survey the more distant areas, just in case she decides to wander. All right.
Let's check those flowers.
Yeah. Stop and smell the flowers, but not too hard.
Oh, I found Krile. Buy the freaky flowers, you're right.
All right, freaky flowers. What is this song?
It's the song we've been listening to the whole
I
time.
know, but it's just, well, I had my mounted music on last time.
It's got some fiddle. It's got.
No,
you
but-
have mount music on?
Well, because we were doing the extreme and I was trying out my extreme mount, so I was just
Oh,
riding.
because you won another
Yeah,
extreme
because
mount.
I was enjoying
Yeah.
my extreme mount. I wanted to hear.
Me, who hasn't won a single extreme mount.
Exactly.
I don't know what it's like for it to be worth it to put on mount music.
Everything I do to frustrate you. It's all part of my master plan.
Okay, Krile. Gotta pay attention to Krile.
No, don't pick them. No, don't touch them. Oh, don't do that.
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting.
Are you ready on wilting?
Oh, I figured we'd just leave it rolling, so now I'm ahead. I'll see you ahead.
Okay.
She said you would need it for the journey ahead.
Oh, good. Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to the Red Flag Emporium.
Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course, but...
Wait, what?
Yeah, looks like she's word of the mothering.
Oh.
Thank you.
What the fuck?
Yeah? Why though?
Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment.
I don't like this. I still don't trust Heidelin, by the way.
Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment.
Interesting.
It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest.
What's
After
Evan have to say?
Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you.
Another who may have a part
Take
to
the
play?
flower. Walk free, for you are free to go where you wish, to believe what you will. That bloom will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow.
Plus Ultra.
Together, raise it aloft and let it shine, till the end, blinding and radiant.
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away. My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first, so weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread, imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go. Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked, but at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower. Yes, we are definitely making progress. You can't be serious! We've done nothing wrong!
Have we not?
All right.
Master Fortuna,
Combat, let's go. I
what
want to
business
stab
has
him.
the
This is
Forum
it.
with us?
First trial, boss.
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Interesting music choice.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization. We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian. A group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Mr. Thesaurus.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Charlie in a
Skulking?
silence, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city
Kyle needs
is
to start at
seek
Mr.
the
Dictionary.
truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers
So
of
it is your
wisdom,
way.
have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion. And we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
What then is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Grah! But why? Is
Aaronville?
reading a crime now,
Oh,
too?
God.
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
I like where your soul's head's at.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse.
What a beautiful douchebag.
But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
I will see you in a moment after I have finished sniffing my own thoughts.
Yes. But only the most cultured of thoughts.
Yes. Like a fine wine. Ooh, nice
Yeah,
shot.
made of the finest wine.
Everyone have your peasant blockers down. Peasants are upon us. Yes, yes, I say put it down.
Yes,
I
of
do not
course.
want to look upon them with my naked eye. This guy spent way too much time in front of the mirror plucking his mustache.
Forgive me. I was careless.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
The Forum will come to order.
When I said it, I was excited for a new trial. This is not
Inquiry is
exactly
now
what
in
I had
session.
mind.
As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
I hate my kids. Thank you.
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work. They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Put down Krile.
The big doo-doo
These
heads.
militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large.
Oh, her hood is down.
Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
Do say harumph.
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Thank you for your contribution. Oh, puncher.
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man.
Krile boost, just right in
Even
there.
if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
Damn right.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Oh, rabble, piece of carrots, piece of carrots, piece of carrots.
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a Forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own. The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policymaking process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society. And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd.
Nice character trait.
Yeah.
From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge. The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility. I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony. The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea.
Thank you for explaining the significance.
Yep, I didn't know that one.
You found
Nope.
something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh-so-important duty.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
Someone forced choking him?
Yes.
No, just Cat's got a
We are
song.
bound by a duty we cannot ignore.
Uh-huh.
Knowing this, what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle? We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission not through strife and bloodshed, but survival. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
She said the lines.
Such misguided zeal.
Father, Master Fortuno. I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me. So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
Skolok
To be older than dirt?
He's the head of the studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand, By their own admission, these Scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches. But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same. Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections. Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given? No. If we're to quell further discontent, then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
Here, here. Here. Yeah, well done, well done.
Order! We will have order! Master Montaigne raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures. Until further notice, the students of Baldesion are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlayan. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates. Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand.
Could someone please count this for me?
I'm more curious who's wearing hats and
I
who's
count
voting.
51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed.
Nice and even. Decently.
Students, Scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences.
Is the consequence I have to shave my mustache like yours?
Honored members, I thank you for your time.
Brutal.
This inquiry is concluded.
All right, that was informative.
Yes. Fortuno is still insufferable.
Well, yes, yeah, he's there, but also he has done one of my favorite bad guy tropes. I mean, I love a lot of bad guy tropes, so, you know, take that with a grain of salt, but one of my favorites is when you go to get the bad guy, you know, what you think is the bad guy, like the lower level guy, and you're like, tell us everything, and they're like, all right, I'll tell you. It's just that, yeah, and then they explode, or their brain melts, or their face falls off, or something like that. I love that trope. And they did it here, where the guy was about to give us the goods. He was about to dish out the info and be like, you can't be looking at the... It's a great trope. Love it. Love it. Also, my pet theory that I was cooking up that was Vina, that it was a Elidibus on the boat, is not the case, apparently. Because Flower Heidelin... Now, it could still be like a Ysel, like Vina thinks they're Heidelin.
Wait, what? Oh, wait, so Vina was the council member who was the heart of Hydaelyn, the same way Elidibus was the heart of Zodiark?
Exactly, like a thing of Zodiark's heart made a confused Elidibus. I thought the Hydaelyn we met on the boat was actually Vina ejected, thinking it's Hydaelyn, which could still be the case. I mean, there's, like, we could have, like,
say, what makes you not think that? Because have you shared this with me? I don't know if you shared this with me, but that makes sense. We haven't really talked about the fact that why does Hydaelyn look the way Hydaelyn looks? Because we haven't seen Hydaelyn as Hydaelyn. Right. We've only seen Hydaelyn through Nymphilia. And through the crystal, yeah.
Yeah.
So... yeah, you're right.
So it could still be happening, but like they would,
because we didn't see even though we know that Elidibus was the heart of Zodiark, when we saw like Elidibus in his quote-unquote true form, it just looked like a tiny Amoritine. Like we didn't see hood down, mask off.
Well, and the cutscenes we saw from Elidibus's view were all pointing up, so we almost assumed that Elidibus was given that job as a child with like childlike wonder and moldability. So he like reverted to his original form. He didn't digress down to a child like Princess Bubblegum got reduced sort of levels. It was more that he was always a child and he reverted back to himself.
I don't know.
But I was thinking that was a confused Vina, and it could still be. Vina. You could still, well, there are lots of corrections there for Vina, so I will follow the...
Oh, there's three different ways to pronounce it.
But you know, that was the universal request.
How I see fit.
I'll do my best. So we could have a full-blown Ysael like confusion situation where Vina is the flowers and is thinking they're actually Hydaelyn
Venom.
more.
We're talking about Venom.
What? Venom?
Yeah, just call her Venom.
Okay, so we got Venom on the boat. Venom could be uber confused, but the flower thing suggests that like the blood of a god kind of situation is going on.
All they've said about the flowers is that they like predate any known records. They don't really know what the hell they are. They're just old.
Right. But at least
make of that what you will.
That to me suggests that the ejection is not exactly taking place, and even the voice from Krile, the word of the mother kind of influence, was saying there that I met you on the boat. So we could have a super confused Vina. We could also have a that was actually Hydaelyn, but it seems kind of wrong to me.
But they could be one and the same as long as the like it could be something similar, right? And that might be why she looks different.
And that could be like it is a heart unejected, like they're sending them out as an agent or something along those lines. But...
Right. If Hydaelyn's going to appear to us, what form does she take? Why not just take your form of what you? Because we still haven't seen any of the Amoritines with their mask off. We don't know what they look like under that. We've only seen them hood up, mask on, including Elidibus when we see his true form at the end of the Seat of Sacrifice.
And he's got the sort of like grayed out face business.
He's straight up wearing a mask.
Oh no, I'm saying his like lower mouth is not visible. Like he's full blown Hammerteen with the grayed out face in that scene.
Yeah. People are saying Emmet. We didn't see. I mean, do you consider Hades of true form? Like I didn't take Hades as that's what Amoritines look like.
No, I think that's different because Emmet was also projecting or riding a clone body, or maybe projecting the clone body, or found a dead body and transformed it in. Like he did many different bodies, but he liked looking that
Emmet,
way.
That's Garlean body Emmet.
Yes.
Like that's Emmet possessing a Garlean.
Right. So
and then
we
he
never
made
saw
a bunch of young clones of his former Garlean self.
And there was that throwaway line that he found a dead body on the first and crafted it into his looked like his clone body, so he could ride it.
The point is that's not what he looked like as a Moritine.
Exactly.
I have no reason to believe that that's what he looked like as a Moritine.
Yes, it was his favorite face to wear, but it was not how he enjoyed himself.
So now and I hadn't really thought about this until now. I hadn't really thought about what Hydaelyn looked like on the boat, but yeah, she looked like that would be I'm assuming the first time we've seen what she actually looks like, and what would she craft her look on, but the person that became her heart, right? That's what I would think.
That's what I've been assuming.
I think you're still right. I don't think anything about the flowers would refute any of that.
Okay.
I disagree with your assessment of your own theory.
Don't reject your own theory and substitute your own. No. Keep on this theory. I like it.
This is a lot of words to say. Stay strong, Kyle.
Okay.
I think you're onto something.
All right. I will stay strong. I will stay strong.
I think you're onto something. You can tell us we're thinking too hard. That's what we're here to do.
Well, yeah,
we're going to keep thinking too hard.
That's the fun of it, right? Yeah, so here we have Hydaelyn with a decorated
You must
mask.
be new here. That's what we do here at Grinding Gear.
we basically treat the MSQ like a weekly TV show and enjoy a chapter at a time, and each chapter has its own little stinger at the end, and get ready for next week. But yeah, she has a very decorated mask here around her neck. And it appears that it's just graphic.
Can we see?
Right?
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at it's got like a bird beak, like the Amoritine masks. Is how I would describe that.
Yeah.
That very little, small, pointed end.
But we also
the Amoritine masks look like that.
Yes, because they have their own unique mask, so we can assume that So this looks like I was talking about Ascians for a hot moment there, but yeah, this is more like a combination mask, and we'll see if Hydaelyn masks follow the same customizations as Zodiarchine masks with Ascians, because they get to customize their masks. And then a thread I'm still excited to see them pull would be the end of all the masks we saw in the final fight.
Oh, I was thinking about this. I was hoping you had this at that. Yeah. Find it. Where is it? Nope.
That's the duty complete. One more.
One before. It's when he becomes.
Yeah, when he.
Oh no. Yeah. It's towards the. Yeah. Look. So these are more full face masks.
Yes, there is some holes, but yeah, the lipped
like
one.
that. That's just a full on face. It's got lips and everything.
Right. And we tried in our video to line it up with masks we knew existed, and I didn't find any
These look
connections.
like Ascian masks. They don't look like Amoritine masks. And you get the distinction I'm talking about, because we have like the kind of standard model like Hippodeus and all of the other denizens of Amarat. When you go there, they all have that kind of, I would describe it as like a small bird face mask.
And the masks do repeat, so this isn't like representing the council directly, because we've got lots of repeats in the background here.
Yeah.
I think there's also additional, isn't there like these masks that happen in the middle of the fight where they all kind of fly around.
They show up in the fight itself.
But again, there's repeats here, and I feel like this is more just kind of symbolism of all the hopes and dreams of everybody rides with him, and that's why he's fighting so hard.
Yes.
So we don't know.
Yep.
But I like the forum. I like the choking. I'm a big fan of that. And I look forward to whatever dark magics Daddy has cast on the whole forum to make them never speak of the cool thing that they're working on.
I love it when you say Daddy.
You're welcome.
I'm going to talk to Y'shtola now.
Okay.